People can disagree with me all they want. But if you want to make a merit-to-merit argument, come with it. Everybody that was claiming that Trump is a racist, Joe Biden is a racist. Joe Biden is a racist. But see, people are too fake and they're too disingenuous that they would never accept the truth. Show me your evidence that Donald Trump is a racist. Show me your evidence. Put it on a table. I will evaluate it. Interesting enough, he was never called a racist until he became president. Everybody loved Donald Trump. The Democrats loved Donald Trump. Oprah loved Donald Trump. Everybody loved him until he became the president. The man never changed. Never changed. Same person on Oprah. Same person with all these black people under his armpit, hugging him and golfing and rapping about him. Okay. All of a sudden he's a racist. Let's talk about Joe Biden. I think it's fair to call a person a racist if they did the eulogy of a Klans member, a former Klans member. They did the eulogy at their funeral. Robert Byrd was a former Klans member who opposed civil rights legislation. And Joe Biden did the eulogy of his funeral. But y'all don't want to hear it. You don't want to hear it. You want to stay lost. I don't know how Jesus did it. You want to stay lost. Let me continue. Joe Biden's mentor was Strom Thurmond, a open racist who also opposed civil rights legislation. Joe Biden was the author, he bragged about it, of the 94 crime bill, which disproportionately affected black people, sending thousands of them to prison when there could have been a better way. Joe Biden did that. Joe Biden is a part and has always been part of the Democratic Party. The Democratic Party that was the party of slaves. Do your history. The party of slaves. The party of Jim Crow. That was Democrats. If it had not been for Republicans, we would have had no civil rights legislation passed. Republicans had to vote and turn out to get black people the 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendment. Citizenship, the right to vote, the abolishment of slavery. Black folks needed Republicans. The Democrats opposed it. But y'all don't want to read no books. You don't want to know none of this because you have evilness in your heart and you hate the truth. Therefore, you fall for deception because you hate the truth. Those of us who love the truth can accept the truth. I would be happy to accept a Democrat president if they could have at least done it in a fair way. But they didn't. And if pulling ballots from up under the table isn't something that concerns you, if seeing somebody run votes through a machine 3 times in a row, it doesn't concern you, watching a president-elect lose every bellwether county, which has never happened in history, and still win the presidency? Somebody who, in Trump's case, won all the bellwether counties. He also, every single state that he's won, an incumbent president has won or won re-election with the same states that President Trump carried outside of the swing states. Never in history have we seen anybody stop voting on election night. Never in history. It never happened. Hundreds of people signing affidavits. Affidavits are sworn statements to the truth. Sworn statements. You have to swear by your testimony when you're at the notary to get the affidavit certified or notarized. Sworn statements. I personally witnessed somebody that I know commit voting fraud in the state of Arizona. I saw it with my eyes. I saw it. Somebody I know used the address that I used to live at with them to commit voter fraud in the state of Arizona. I know they don't live here. Legal documents show they don't live here. Taxes show they don't live here. I know where they live. Committed complete fraud in front of the world. Will they be held accountable? Who knows? Who knows? Probably not. Because it's all made up, right? Okay. The very people who saying that it was nothing going on was the main ones perpetuating it. But they still voting for him. I wished that it was a good, solid, qualified Democrat who posed an incredible threat to Donald Trump because he was smoother than Trump, because he skated through these policies to convince people that things were going a certain way. But we got folks out here, even people in my family, who voted for Joe Biden and don't really agree with nothing Joe Biden stands for. And let me say this. If you claim to be a Christian or a Muslim or a church, a Mormon, Church of Latter-day Saints, any one of those major religions, there is no way you can vote for Democrats pushing the policies that they're pushing. It doesn't matter who you vote for. You can vote for a Democrat, independent, whatever. But when they start pushing anti-God policy, how do you vote for them and look in the mirror and show up to church and say you love God, yet you vote for anti-God government? If Donald Trump was promoting anti-God policies, I would not have voted for him. I would have just had to sit out the election. It's not about personalities. The foolish man says, I like this person, I like that person. The foolish amongst us says, I like this person, I like that person, so I'm going to vote for that person. The wise man focuses on policy. Because at the end of the day, you ain't living with these people and you don't know if they corrupt or not. You don't know what they doing when they ain't in the public eye. You don't know who they sleeping with, doing what with when they not in the public eye. You can't vouch for a person that you don't know, but you can vouch for policies. Donald Trump was implementing policy, ending illegal immigration by putting up a barrier. The same type of barrier they just put around the Capitol and claim walls and gates are discriminatory and they don't work. Well, MS-13 don't deserve to be in America. That's why we put up walls. That's why on our border we have port of entries. So good folks can come through the port of entry and enter into the United States of America with an asylum claim. You don't jump a fence, go through a border, get to America, and call it your home illegally. Despicable and disgusting, the ignorance of people in this country. You don't have to like Donald Trump. He ain't my favorite. He ain't mine. But what policies is Donald Trump pushing? Securing our southern border. And people are so brain dead and they get bought and paid for by the media. For the love of God, folks, quit being so dumb. They are tricking you in front of the world. Oh, Trump is against illegal. He's got kids in cages. Barack Obama started the program and built cages to put kids in. He started it. And they said Trump was the one that did it. He started it. Him and Joe Biden. Barack Obama was the deporter in chief. He deported more people than any president in United States history. You wouldn't know that because people are too dumb to do research. To do any research. To do anything. But they know what Kim Kardashian doing. But they don't know what's going on in their own country. It's about to get hot. It's about to get hot. If you got a weak stomach, leave the chat now. If you ain't built for this, leave the chat now. Go somewhere else where they're going to be soft. It's about to get hot.